ntem so yamobo so ya de aseda ebema bofo ne ewia mo mo hwe yen e wo page ne so nyina no ya ba abaye ho adwuma enti yewuram e wo krobia Asante Kotoko metema odi wani chem e wo kotoko so ya yes a contingent of 20 players na da bia ya omko Saturday nemom ena Asante Kotoko omode omoni achem ena Friday ena omo ekwa mu ewo oboase ni nyina ne se Kotoko ni Nations FC Kotoko ani abre Kotoko ni Nations FC Kotoko ani abre se obefa win akuma efe particular game Kotoko ba bi omoda no master ha dwene Kotoko points are omo amesi in the last 4 games no omo apeke 1 out of 11 out of 12 it omo drop 11 ha dwene eno ena ma crop ani abre se wono ebeye adwuma no no ma pick points na enya asem keto akra enti Asante Kotoko to the Obuasi Clay Sports Stadium na contingent na no hye abusia panyi eye into okacho 2 absentees ti Kotoko game no Emmanuel Entry our Black Stars camp as we speak Emmanuel Entry our Black Stars camp as we speak etinya dia Emmanuel Entry ebetimi aye part of Kotoko game a wonom ebebono Sunday no yes Emma Entry anyhow wono any Black Stars ena enam afi abrante de Albert Amoa injured eti Albert Amoa enso a situation no ene say when timi a recover Albert Amoa nanka mpanyfo hwe se ebia no beto no nanka Albert Amoa I part of Asante Kotoko squad no Albert Amoa entimi a recover inti ono so out of the game so Emmanuel Entry our Blasters camp or out of the game Albert Amoa and so out of this game because of the injury branch epeke Kotoko 20-man squad Edru Obuasi Mohamed Kamara Guinean goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara Guinean goalkeeper eti Kamara Mohamed ono odwoni echema ono epiemo bisanso na Frederick Asare eti 2 goalkeepers Mohamed Kamara and Frederick Asare one ena goalkeepers are empanyfo ediomo akopiem ewo Obuasi the usual die nyina yinim na now oko defense all right back options Kote Emmanuel Lord Amoa the regular starter ono enable Kote atichiri ehwechiri denden ya enya sebketwa so in this game Kote Emmanuel wano ewo hobby ena Lord Amoa enso ewo left back ndi say akaba akope ye nyina nim say smart wode ne ho akanwura wa topia fa jan eti branch le buban ekopie mu ewo USA nyaade a wo se oba se say de Kotoko left back ono Patrick Asiedu ena ebona oboni yi pa Patrick Asiedu eni gina wa oba oboni yi pa now Henry Ansu center back Justice Blay center back Samba O'Neal Ndongani center back Joseph Ablo center back two defenders no goalkeepers mienu Mohamed Kamara Frederick Asare afi right back mienu Kote Emmanuel Lord Amoa left back Baku Patrick Asiedu and afi central defenders 4 Henry Ansu Justice Nkuku Blay Samba O'Neal Ndongani Gabani and Joseph Ablowi emeki defenser Kotoko ediako PM ewo Obuasi yempiem ewo the middle no Andrews Intimanu number 6 or typical holding midfielder Andrews Intimanu abrante de din ade Samuel Tinedu holding midfielder ono say number 6 omumienu ewo Che Dwamana Michael Che Dwamana number 8 Michael Che Dwamana ewo ena Baba Yaya na so hwe Kotoko midfield no mu a 4 players emumiensa ebe hyase 4 players emumiensa ebe hyase eti abranche de tin ede Andrews Intimanu wono ewo hobi Michael Che Dwamana o hobi Samuel Tinedu ewo hobi ena Baba Yaya 4 midfielders yanko attackers anase wingers eti wingers ne Dauda Saka ekopie mu ewo Black Galaxies camp na season Dauda Saka nshego ma Kotoko ko Black Galaxies no omuni Olympics oshego Peter Amidu Aqua surprisingly Peter Amidu Aqua form no ayira kura season we hadwene Amidu Aqua form na ayira. Wisdom Basi aye winger ono so account bi. Elvis Che Balfour obetimi akaso ya attacker. Vitus Avoka ave abrante din ede Jordan Amisa ena kodua we aye the 20 players akotoko ede pm ewo boase kai se game no de e boso nyame aye adoma Sunday 3 p.m. Asante Kotoko home team Nations FC the away team. Last season Nations etwa Kotoko Kumasi Baba Sports Stadium. Kotoko home game Nations no by go to nil. Ena warum ebo draw ewo Abrankesi 2-2. Nations na omuhia dubious penalty bi sambaka ya. Ema yewie Kotoko echitafo ni bi nyom nyina. Some irresponsible supporters etutu nkunya ewo stadium ho ene adea yewie GF na fine Kotoko over 80,000 Ghana cedis sika no Dr. Kwame Chei Bafo former Kotoko board chairman ene koyo kutua sika no in the name of Asante Kotoko disa ena asem no etie 20 players in camp na omo akwoboase entem bia wiei ombeye a feel of the clay pitch no Saturday training ebekoso Sunday game no ebebaso Asante Kotoko ni abre se wonum ebe tene nioma ede aba omu favor esan se crop ya no na se enioma ententam the goalkeeper Muhammad Kamara, Frederick Asare, Kote Emmanuel, Joseph Amoa Lord Amoa, Patrick Esiedu, Ansu Henry Kwame, Justice Nkuku Blay, Samba Ndongani, Unel Gabani, Joseph Ablo, Andrews Intimanu, Michael Chejamana, Samuel Tinedu, Baba Yaya, Dauda Saka, Peter Amidu Aqua, Elvis Che Balfour, Wisdom Basi, Jordan Amisa, Vitus Avoka, and Akudia, with Emmanuel entry out because of Black Stars. Emmanuel entry Black Stars. It was a part of this particular game. And if a branch of the thing at the Albert Amoa and so injured, it was also a part of this particular game. Sa ena omo ede echo Kotoko coach Prosper Nete Ogum eno ena odi team na anim ede omakwa piem ewo Prosper Nete Ogum kofo ke kasi yese obetra stance na okuru akochi mpacho nya no kre eti coach no ena edi team ni mu a wode echo the IMC of Asante Kotoko provided all the support boys in ebehia edi amomo support bia mrantere behia bia no IMC no provided edi amomo Kotoko wani so ade hunu se game we eso mo je 3 points no mo kodoma eko fight so mo betima che Diana Stars e odoma no mo free doma ebe hia Hearts Folk no mo se omo bitterest rivals Hearts Folk on betimi di omo chi ede akafom. So the 20-man contingent wamo ewuram ewo boase memfantu ya se National Circles Council Regional Ashanti Regional Circles Council and supporters mpanyifo ni nyina abawuram ewo boase omo si omo hwe ba bia lack akwhye bia no wamo bompa ye atwe madalak e de abre Asante Kotoko na Kotoko any nations in league matches Kotoko any nations da omo hwe so mbetimi ahye omo 2 league games and omo ball last season 4 points according to nations 1 eba ede ema Asante Kotoko eti omo hwe so mbetimi akeka ne omo boom na Kotoko aje win ede free nations FC one ensem eti wei e de free oba metem nsem no ede etudwa ede amount wei e kakra e free Kotoko hwe ede ebae. Now the Black Stars of Ghana ejina akono wodu wani chemu ewo the 11th November stadium me no kasai 11th November stadium no coach Pedro Concaves head coach adema omani din ede Angola wano ene Palancras Negras omo head coach also here 40,000 spectators omo mesha homa na on a better pitch omo mo Ghana no mo sanhye coach na sebno enra as a hope kakra aba ni nyina ne se oman na ne din ede Sudan wamo ewuram de kwatentam ya ayade Sudan fo edi nkuguo ntwodie ene kodema Sudan omo di ntwo na nya ntwodie keke o enya defeat keke Niger share 4 ema Sudan anshebi ye ka say Angola qualify with 12 points Angola or plus 5 goals wonim say ye ka say Sudan for our almost 7 points minus 1 Niger about 4 points minus 1 na Niger our better head to head at the Sudan ti say Niger for no qualification by omo kura che Ghana say Niger che Ghana na Sudan antimi ansha Angola Niger almost 7 points omo better head to head at the Sudan yedi kan so chem dia cho say ka say ade head to head at the koyanim enti enura game na bass no sa na ama dynamics no akoye Black Stars of Ghana game no bosso na yaba ma Black Stars lineup ni a discuss Black Stars lineup no ye group dynamics ni nyina me ba betrase na ma ye ho adwuma adiama Black Stars qualification dynamics na etesen die ne betima happen ama Black Stars a qualify e die ne sia Black Stars and qualify unim said there is a possibility that Sudan and qualify now ko Sudan yes uram awo Hartun na uram awo Hilal ene bia chromofone bia say he kwasi apia ada opese Ghana qualify the qualification di agwana almost see in spite of kwasi apia performance alternative awo the World Cup qualifies nim no say ofeli so be qualify am to AFCON on be born na situ ujiri sa kwasi apia an qualifier who's a World Cup no on Senegal group only this Senegal will you subscribe to say omo empam no so one qualify for AFCON we are Black Stars dia na dia be qualify we nyina na discussions boss on for say ene atiziki enyina baby na atiziki in Europa League games mienu concede 10 goals had dream papa for say yama branch the thing ade Joseph Lukwolokot and na post no when you na discussions live akoma 87.9 FM medo babe wuram near ko deep into Black Stars enya sebketwa ye bewra aya dwuma ni nyina afi Black Stars asoye ade ama bibia etodwa bia no e the 11th November stadium ye betwa ho mfonyini ade ama wo entino Jovi travel for jobs and estate agency adama sanso da cash out no onto dia for phone is here AFR Rollon home sweet Syria legume mix sanso na Dr. Amuzu wakwakofa Amuzu caliprators aba the luckiest winning the luckiest draw no wamu nyina adama na yesinkunya ade dwumade de dia Commerce Sports at April what abusa panyi sabe champion in Canada ye hihye dwumade no mese na de ye focus on the Black Stars of Ghana ye bewram awo week 10 of the Ghana Premier League nyame adma chira 2 games bosso dia kan nyina ye Sunday kotokobo Sunday has bebo Sunday dynamics na etesen na there is an interesting picture our Black Stars me hu ye manage pa enkofo se an na captain ampa na the last time ekobo kudus no na Jordan enya happy ani adia me pa cho ukọ Black Stars camp a me hu picture bi a Jordan nie na kudus nie no mu din komo enya agro urama yadni nyina na de April ewo akoma 87.9 picture ni da se pa Kabiru uye brutal na ya kai na mpa akramana yes aho chende osoro but ena ya kai na mpa akrama wate yes Kabiru eno obo dwuma gidigidi obo dwuma te se konkomafo agyan no konkomafo agyan so mutibi kasagu so no masoma no no atu nipa 10 ne je so san mu nyina no kode ya red no eti sara Kabiru adwuma bo no enso ete we picture na Jordan ene already din ade Kabiru already ade Kudus and one more enso edin komo enya sepketwa so few hours to that all important game yet all the dynamics all the details all the analysis concerning the game at the April enya sepketwa kra unim say do Black Stars game said ya obo modena do ani chem me channel no so ya na bibia obia no unya ho asem eti do Black Stars game say ya eno an say obehia yen YouTube no so Pepe Suarez YouTube Pepe Suarez okowa ubenya bibia Akoma FM enso ukọ Akoma 87.9 FM on Facebook jumadi ne live o de comment eto ya kenkan e de ma na ya make sure said ya woka no ewiase nyina tete ya odu ejina so se mampon akrofo so eno wo Filippo kwa abreka sem ya edu yes o de aba afe Subaru Morris ewo Ablekuma Olebu ewo Accra eho eno wo hwe efiri Reverend Omono Pokuajima Reverend na Friday na so wo adwumam enti adum ventures Reverend eze yesiane ewe no Reverend Omono Pokuajima oni madam ene afi staffa mo wo adum ventures na no ya chiamo nano so adefefa mba yede ma Akoma FM no eso ye dipa ye damase pa nyame nchira mo pa ewo adefefa mo ba ye edema ye ewo Akoma FM we are grateful nyame enkoso na adum na emu adum ekura mo no onkoso ema adum no enye kese ewo mo so etia no eye adum ventures Augustine Jan wo Sweden afi Kofi Agyeman Blackman also wo Pig Farm ewo Accra etu ahene Jesse yes I say the show is airborne in Poiters and our K-Job I say go Ghana, go Black Stars. Subaru Morris, Black Stars will lose because GFA is corrupt, because the Bible says when a wicked king or person rule the nation suffers. Current administration is like do. Okay, in Okchumasi at the Diaba I say good evening, I am Yao Chumasi watching you live from Konongo. Okay, sounds so away Brobe Edward I say game no obusaze ombe you TV so na yes me call NZ5 na Zabuzongo NZ5 Zabuzongo opposite Mensha Government Hospital and Abdullah Hassan Ebutu Star Positive Asabakwen UK oh share den afi Frames Daniel na se me bo Frames Daniel pe na me wuram ewo Total Filling Station na Anloga Junction Total Filling Station na Anloga Junction me pacho manager me chiao petrol ye to a ye ntoso nya sa ka manager kam tuka no ba beto 200 ne bia nko ato me so ana ye beto so okay tiene ye po me kwakosi Kabiru na za Kabiru skara mbeza mde man no e ya akoto petrol e tiene Kabiru mesi wa no gajanji na mafa Total Filling Station na ma ko manager ima ho na ma busa manager ima he mto petrol beto so a e za petrol de muzi ato so dade but manager ye chia bo pa onyame ba me ka sama mente wonka Angola have qualified already. So Sudan can also beat Angola to qualify. Onyamipa Junior. Also we are back home. Ya mwakwa bapa. Terry G ewo Italy. And I already joined the NB. Sanso and I also watching you live from Italy. And we are Terry G. And I kunsu kojo kromose Angola 3, Ghana 0. Onyamipa Junior BM also Ghana will do cost 90 job. They will win all 2 games and still not qualify. Mark my words. Sudan will also beat Angola, who have already qualified. Okay. Kennedy Chamatin Enchi. Ejna so ewo nyancheni ase. Kennedy Chamatin Enchi ewo nyancheni ase. Kennedy, wo nyancheni ase side bay. Mami CJ Monto Phones and Accessories. Kumasi Kejetia. Possible odds. I'm watching live from Bokrom Stillwater Company inside. Ewo enawo. Okay, Rudas Ibaka. I say Ghana will win today's match. We Shaddad Sparta Senior OTF. I say good evening Pepe. More fire. Is Ghana winning today? No asere. Also such Edward Colchester UK. Also such Edward Colchester UK. Also ya chiapa. Afe Nana Ousu Richmond. Nana Ousu Richmond watching live from Bokrom Stillwater. Hey, Stillwater for any more BMO. Stillwater more BMO pa. Fred Ayomi, China more and our Fred Yamamintonka, Sani Al-Hassan, M. Al-Hassan, Max B2 Construction from Abuaso Akoma FM. Keep the good work up. Thank you. Osai Kwame Sunye, Osai Kwame Jachimakacho so oye immigration officer. Udru border no so Ghana ne Alubo, Ghana border no Alubo. Na si ne Ivory Coast border no. Eho eno mpacho Osai Kwame Jachi. Woni officers amutie yen. E wo half sim border no so nyina ya chiamo pa Paul Esum also new Kofidia and Paul watching you live new Kofidia Bernard Maestro listen to you live at Maryland United States of America, Bernard Maestro, and so United States, yes, Maryland, and OTA for qualification in favor of Niger. What kind of calculation are we doing? Even the qualification favor Niger. Makacho say, Niger for better head to head, Sudan. Sudan or better head to head, Ghana. Sudan more better head to head, Ghana. It is a say, Niger for the Ghana, waha. How to be qualified? Hey, you, I'm watching live from Nicofodia. Bernard Maestro, Eric Kumi, who was playing Barcelona, Ibrahim, Masado, who Benin Republic, and a UTA, and on the Usu, and so any Collins, Isi Fuseidu, yes, Isi Fuseidu, may call Melton Kings, UK, Melton Kings for United Kingdom. I want to Isi Fuseidu, and so Ebutu, and Chifosu Collins. I'm watching live from Libya, Ghana 2, Angola 1, Umpai Borno. Okay, Pfizer the year, GH, Tafo Zongo, 4 miles or also a regiment Libya, and Yasam Ketwa. Etimunina Mujlaso, at this point in time, me jam the Mabusha Penny Samia Champo. Na me mako the other side. Na Makacho say game no, ye by analysis of the group, proper analysis of the group. Scenarios in it saying, Black Stars and lineup no at saying ye break it at the amount. Everything you need to know between Ghana and Angola game no, and afe Ghana group F no, asem PSL to ho bia no. Up next, ye ni nyina Ebro higher comma 87.9 FM. Oni entra na afe yemfa dwumade no. Emra migiri pasa dodo na mutie de mabobo so ade amamo enti ose Maxwell no ose Maxwell I say no good for Arsenal, no good for Ghana, no good for Ghana. And away na usu o London. Yes, nana I am a mental Ghana usu o London. Kofi Eshon, Silifi. Oh, I miss Akoma's pause. I'm not currently in Tepa, and I find it difficult to listen to Akoma's pause. Oh, Kafra Kofi, and ya bra Facebook page na so. Ya hoba boapa. Ya bra Facebook page na so. Mr. Ya bra. Nyancha na si inside Mama Akos Provision Store. Eho ena Kennedy Chamatin entry ewo. Enti ene Marcos so udi Facebook nkwa na so be radio. Mama ncha Emilia ene Christabel. Mama ncha Marcos. Enchemu o get to wana wo no mo no mutie nyina. Mo mutie Akoma FM ewo sa side ho nyina no. Ye chamo wie ya eja asem keto akra. Enti be jemu abusia panyin sabe champon. Trase Akoma 87.9 FM. Ena yedi dwumadi no. At the Ebrewa, and your Asam Ketwa. Everything you need to know. Ya canning in album, El Casafidio at the Ebro. Live on Akoma 87.9 FM. 80 Yako, na Eddie Bibia, and so Eddie Atwaso, Adiama in a tearphone. But when you say Jamawide, I know Esha was a penny 80 over.
There is one Jama, what did Tuma who to me and see what the Lord has done, and see what Akoma FM has also done. Akoma 87.9 FM. Praise, I will have the dance to go, and so at Transi, and there your concentration, you know, our Blasters game, no, Yabasha and Rag games, Kakram, Uba Group F1, that's score line. Ghana chances no above was essay you bet me yen sabeka e won sam to say any entra Yanko Enra games eba so AFCON qualifiers no na yan concentration ni titiri pa ewo group F ni nyina ne se eho na the Black Stars of Ghana yewo nanka Niger, Sudan, Angola and Ghana ewo group a who would have thought say by now the Black Stars of Ghana and have you a group num enwa Seraph, this is one discussion ani ayedada enwa or retreat na wasan de no bisa group bia ye bo countries for na wo na o predict say o dey just ye more game bia boso o be hu two countries o be say groups are run dodo na o mo a eno e bia one or two bi pe na obo say change baako ana mienu bi aba ho nemum oba group F dia enra Niger echi Sudan eshomo by 4-0. The game was played in Lomé. Na Javier Yano na Niger ashe Sudan by 4-0. And then you may at 7 p.m. Ghana at the 11th November Stadium. Ye to Angola. Ye no mo nebo. Angola lead the group no more 12 points. Sudan, though they lost yesterday, omo edase the second omo was 7 points. Third, Niger 4 points. The last main kind of fourth, the last group num Ghana. Ghana 2 points. Out of 4 games, a possible 12 points. Ghana nyamutu. Na enra after the game, nkomocheche kakra ekoso. Eno ena Ignatius Osefusu ya assistant coach Emma Sudan ochim kwenye faswa game no ekoye said esi eye.
Yes, this is the first time we have lost with even a big margin and we couldn't even score a goal. But that's part of football. Sometimes you expect, you don't see how you expect them to play. But no, it's part of football. We live to fight another day.
Yes, we Ignatius, Bafo, Ignatius, or Sefosu, our no, assistant coach Emma Sudan, and what they was this is the first time our Moluzuti, as no kind. This is the first time. Oh, Moluzo and Pono went me and say go. Tie, coach, as a bill.
Yes, this is the first time we have lost with even a big margin and we couldn't even score a goal. But that's part of football. Sometimes you expect, you don't see how you expect them to play. But no, it's part of football. We need to fight another day.
First time, Moluzo, Yasho Mubebre, our went me and say go. We Sudan. So, Akwaba.
I was young, Joseph.
Bibi Aboko. Yabeba Ghana game no so. But before that, James still in Group F. And going into the game, na amanfo nida na predictions by Sandy J. Ebetimi Enya. Sa he score line na. Omunya yen. Game no baby na Niger. Ase Sudan 4-0. He say Oba group na Angola. LED 12 points, Sudan 7 points, Niger 4 points, and then Ghana.
Akuma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
What does it bring to us? Game.
I was going to say, Andra, it was a scoreline. I don't think that even Obia or Niger or no feels a ball or no Professor Crow could have predicted that margin of scoreline. And as a margin of goals but that's football for you. But me who score line one thing a creepy in is possibly the Sudanese underrated Niger say after the double positive
Akuma FM 87.9
over the Black Stars anyhow Niger affair in the group they felt say obi wo mu a obeye siba it should be Niger. But Niger also thought say if Omutimi the better performance in Roma, there could be a chance for them to qualify. And now as it stands, also I want a chance to move up. But send Igna Ekayeno. Osha qualifies where Sudan team conceded a lot of goals. Even the first game they lost check the margin on the lose here. It was just, I think it was a 1-0 defeat in Omunya. But to be whipped and walloped by
they lost 2-1.
2-1, yeah. By a team, I was here. You ever heard of Minos in that group? By that score, no. I don't know, ma. Scoreline here a bit interesting, but that's football. Obi who says opportunity at the how bit me qualify. But coach Kwesi Appiah ne Ignatius ne technical team ne Sudan for how must start to qualify. Even in the World Cup qualification, the performance of put up even in the group consisting of Senegal. No? If they fail to qualify, no man to me 1 point now. About one of the biggest shocks in world football, and then we will need to sit down to analyze how they managed to fail. Say just a point away from qualification for a major tournament, because Niger points here Omanya kesia 7 points.
7 points.
Intinka we tima obetimi anya points kesia no so wini a Ghana. But Ghana and also the Sudan a better head to head against. So the Sudan here is just a point. You go into a game near about draw. Now I heard the strength of Angola. Now I heard that of Niger there. Now say this should be the game I qualify Sudan for the competition But I was now can't say Ghana beat me. What does it mean for Ghana in terms of qualification? Kabiru Bebuame with the list of qualified teams at this stage. I was here. Oh, check his screen.
So far, there were 24 countries in a tournament.
Yes.
So far, 14 and I qualify.
Yes, and Nigeria a bookie qualification.
Okay.
And Benin so a chance to qualify with the last game. Into which screen as well. Morocco, Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Algeria, DRC, Angola, Egypt, Equatorial Guinea, Ivory Coast, Uganda, South Africa, Gabon,
Nigeria, Tunisia.
I was here. Oshamu yepa. Omo amuya from last competition. Ye who omo hono. Uganda be that name overbo. Say Uganda didn't qualify, and then South Africa so mother competition. But names are holding But the interesting thing is Algeria bar last AFCON and you want shut down in Tamamano. But Omania quick recovery. Nigeria dear will do the final. Yehu Ivory Coast, Equatorial Guinea by Niema at the competition. Yehu Egypt, Angola, and no more competition. Senegal and years Burkina Faso by Ebema. Great representation. Omunyine qualify. And two shade names here a decade. The only notable name Niho Akodi Game the Blasters of Ghana. So the flag of Ghana I was represented among the list at that way. But say Ghana bet me here I was say hard way. But the Niger Ayaya Ubisa the
what it means to us.
It means to our qualification is a Niger are open up a live wire and answer another opportunity for Ghana. Should Algeria Sudan losing the last game no na Ghana to be winning 2 year yes ye na nyume Luanda ya the win ya omakonyen. That is what it means to Ghana in terms of our qualification.
Nice. Niger win no cry enough.
Enough, but
after that,
yes,
we have to.
Yes,
you better buy a game. May do a maybe sir. Can we? Do a maybe sir question.
I was here on the the na I hinge on a very thin thread. It is our humanana. Niger, Eddie Biabe Kahua Zino, ye some frostre ye. Canane diana usome ye. But the Niger aye, a man who manu more you do. What the abem to some emia when you are frostre ye. But a soft one, and ye share Angola. Omuna Beshe Krumay. And Omania 12 points are qualified. And Omo top Massman, Mbulu, Mabululu, the last tournament na busia wo hwe crash na nko ani beje no mabululu or you mpesa sa na akwa na ni bobo no mo say or you doubt for this game ndi na kire say not only say Niger for na my kwan but Angola for na no mo bo no a top mass man obet my high no so afrim say ko ba na sa dia let's just say Ghana yire ye ho.
Don't forget we also lost some of our players. Brian collapsed.
Yeah, we are missing Semenyo and the 8 players and Emma and also the Muntintimai. But at this stage there I ya na emfa quality ho efa the determination and it's why ready some obey because the Niger iron and Ray say Ghana ko game we ko lose 2-0 by any margin there was ya na some ne ka bedding but Niger abua Ghana with that victory omunyai first half 3-0 normal lead the Sudanese team and sana a second half but it was ya whereas Sudan situation my firm say teams no omo players ni nya competitive football games embo na in a group comprising of the Blasters no mutiminya 7 points Ghana nya 2 5 points better than the Blasters. You have to give credit to them for the Omai. But that crucial game away in Libya, Niger, Angola be call Libya. No. Se Ghana timi win here, that will be the decider. May I sure say Niger for no bakruma a hankwa de, winkwa de was here. May I sure say no the bit me but as to say
then the man yes so sure say because yatna kruma ama Angola be say then the man yes so sure say against Niger
the man may so sure no you can't
we have not won against Angola.
Yes we can't point it to anything concrete just patriotic feeling say minya na me Ghana na timi aye saade no but Angola case in heading and onye a West African side a Southern African team and an kobo and the amade very difficult.
South African team is no so mu gina mo na so
last time cry no mu tigina Cape Coast asemi ne see ye call mo hono mo she 1-0 ana Angola fu etimi aba Ghana omo anya ba bia enye Cape Coast baba ya aye ma buso ana omo sa be sheye and Luanda did there be wo say this is the time and as a game omo dey be celebrate another straight qualification
and one how determined Goncalves is.
Pedro Goncalves adwuma na wo hwe omo mrantie na abusia yemfa ntudwa say they really play football and a team on the rise. In 2008, yehu de Manucho ne na akwa mobile be free hono. Omo host to competition kura shada anko yamo. But this generation of Angolan players no, they are different. Their style of play, they are very direct. Flair bibia wo mu game no. Inti e ma na yedin. Aniema ye ni enimi ye kan na ye ni with easy no. Sa cruise ni nimiye na yen so ye feed ni nimiye no so African football ne dynamics no aya na nya de aniwa no hunko a that is where me point no a free bar but Niger aboya a open your lifeline no say battery no nanka po no eda half bia o ma fele no to bear 3 was yen so your force so ade me ensa so
mame na me home rasisi ya me ba me bebisa wo say Ghana ye betimi before ye be rem kwa be discuss game no aya koma 87.9 FM fa phone no dial star 439 hash afi obo option 6 no da was send dodo a woto no now they are baku bia 5 Ghana cedis me ba mo me ba sisi ya yenye fidi no free ya won sempia ya de brem
found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold, to the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision, to the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears, to the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy, to the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone,
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can swap to tickets as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car cashier. Prizes are cashier in the community draw. Or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
the luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah, the luckiest.
Travel for Job and Estate Agency. Travel agent Kasia Padi Putuko Yajuma HOV. Open Canada, UK, Australia, all the single state. We have 62 countries. So go school, so one go school, so table of 4, so table of 4. Once I open so quick man one day. Brajovi. Shefia Mijina Munina HOV real estate. Opa Sasia, Opa the Ato. Now there ye a moon pempe so some party. Nipa big and they do to conquer Yajuma. Yasho here from Atonsu. Kumasi, Monaco, direct opposite of the old MTN office. Obafre, Accra, Medina main station, Old Macomono, adjacent, Abrosebi, Yatro home, called with that plaza, Yawasiepe, Takrade, Market Circle, secondary Trotro station, Central Market, and to Mafola Nosua, every woman on it, opposite for Unpabra, or Kata, or Dubai, Yevisan Mawa, Unya accommodation, Unya ticket, Unya insurance, Kajovia, Nia say, Yankasa, and your Dubeko. God bless you. Bye bye.
Yes, we are back. Twas live on a comma 87.9 FM for phone no. Dial star 439 hash. Akuma cash out is back. Star 439 hash. Nafi wabo option 6. Once I come from the number 6 into boss 6 now send there. A baby sa what to saying. Bakubia a 5 Ghana. Bakubia a 5 Ghana. Na wabo asho. Tododo and watch me. Nya chance say ube winnie. Cash out no. Will be diska, but
cash out no and say
yes,
the Jama boys be office. They say them this canamo was almost they may lack no hand.
Mangas no strategy
because my boys
the last one this week will be obedi as John Tony Best any sports. First time. Jimmy, so much chase come on.
I know Pano obey sports. I'm try.
I'm try be first time.
You do good soon. I mean, say I didn't say you just me chema boy. See,
if I was somebody, I phone the dial star.
Yes.
439 hash. Nafi wabo option 6. I come from the number 6 into boss 6. No one send it.
Yeah.
But could be a 5 Ghana.
5 Ghana.
5. Pepe me bow so back. So you met me.
I was here and cruise, last 3 home games, match 9 goals.
Just an answer. You bet me.
I was
here. You analyze the game, but you bet me.
Ghana Assembly, you can't say it's straightforward like that.
But we go Pepe. Enra, Niger, actually. Sudan show mo 4-0 because you are any team complaints pe ni ade wo hwe game no originally yes game me cause Morocco ma kwotena Morocco afi na say omo rush besin eye kran so omutimi ebe ball game na ankoye say ye deduct points bi ani ade ena Niger achi omo asho mo Angola 12 points Sudan 7 Niger 4 Ghana ena we group no be 2 points people you hwe no game no what does it mean to Ghana yen qualification no it is saying Ignatius or say for such a first time or more winning or more lose game ya saw mo goes or more intimian she be cry in ye saying it here.
First of all, CAF for me anya fair to
cry
Sudan. No question say CAF am here ball no and Friday ya and can say so the Sudanese called for another day because omo a travel akopiem Morocco. I am preparations and omunya asa late notice no say game no ba so Lome in Togo.
Yeah.
They needed to make arrangements and fly and so they asked for a day's postponement. Na buzapanyi yeswa no na sa asem we na Steve na me chese kwa me ntwe manko for kra say Ghana team ni yeso mo ekodu no ma bre na me dwene say who to play mo abre say yeah na you. Until when I started boarding flight. And I remember a journey from Kotoka straight to Ataturk Airport with a brand new Turkish airline. Plane normally fly 5, route 5, fifth one and yet it was about it's supposed to be between 7 and 9 hours because of weather. You could do maybe 9 hours and some minutes. Now plane is here now you see from one until as an hour change.
As will be our Ochaka
brother or bro. Because I cry Ethiopia ko omukrom hon. Yeah. 5 hours 49 minutes. I know Krotomi be no why you fed up with.
Yeah. Sir 9-hour flight na me e ma me tia say am pass footballers and sportsmen complain say jet lag you could do you not jet lag you no crepa. It is a point you cannot denounce.
What's enough for 7 hours?
No nim
be 5 hours.
You see from na you be see no ka che say wa wole da jacket bi a she because weather na form no at that time na -2 or so na plane num say na ura ku ne di manim songo or change it no say them fast na say ade ko babo chi sa he trip be ye wi ero ni e sha tare man ko si na ase
wow
to be able to survive there it no kwasam ne say Angola for no Sudan for no we should game ni bi no watch Sudan over the course of the qualifiers, not just the AFCON qualifiers. World Cup qualifiers no only Sudan or only Senegal any AFCON qualifiers your maboy obi o hwe ball ni bibia be hu say enye team ni eni momona. Remember how they lost to Angola? Angola say no more better, and the way they were fighting at a point they wanted to win the game. If Coach Kwesiapia in that game had gone with the mentality of so a draw, Ebian come for draw. No pursue winning game no 11th November Stadium or no mulusu game no by that slim margin. And no a clear say sa travel no mo ye no affect you on them rangen. But the good news for them is still their destiny is in their own hands. So Kabiru my league table no na yenye analysis no this is the beauty of it. Angola are qualify with 12 points. They have won the group. And now results no outright winners of the group because Nanka Sudan a chance to gain 6 plus their 7 now they 13 to come leave frog here but and now results nearby no there is no other team in the group obetimanya 12 or more points any possible. And the Sudan remaining second position with 7 points. Now the best Ghana can gain the best number of points that Ghana bet my amase. Or add 6 points to Ghana. The number of points you see Amanako 8. The highest number of points that Niger bet my say on one last game on Ghana be bono. On Besha Ghana no 7. Now the destiny of Sudan and also one in 7 say it is very very possible say between Ghana and Niger Obia and Jimikura and 7 no more they will qualify because Niger last game on Ghana bebo and say Ghana enya winner between Ghana and Niger say Ghana be Niger Ghana now wan go through 7 no Niger and 7 no so it is still possible for Sudan to lose all their 2 games and still qualify as the second best team in our group
with the 7 points.
With the 7 points, it is still possible mathematically. They may not pick an additional point, they can still qualify with 7 now. Move away from that scenario of because man pick a point no more qualifying to the scenario of if they are able to pick just 1 point. And the moment over say Sudan and next game on Angola bebo Sudan abo draw no 2 other teams now 2 other countries no more group in Ghana and Niger pass no way once they pick a point. So I started with the fact that they can still lose their 2 games and qualify.
Yes.
And that scenario and Madracho and Ghana will game. Say Ghana and we need other for Ghana about draw. Now Ghana signs on Niger about draw. Ghana benya 2 points, Abeka 2 no 4. No I 4. Niger benya 1 point. Abeka the 4 no 5. Ghana can lose today and win over Niger and move from 2 to 5. Then Niger no yeye na no aka 4. Yemi enu na obia nduru 7 wakusa no. Enti Fanasi will lose to Angola still will qualify. And no in the worst case scenario for the Sudanese, we'll come to Ghana and do the analysis on Ghana. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Sudan pick a point to pay. Every mathematical, arithmetic possibility, gone. Vamos into 10. Stop it. Tianra said, "Come pick a pointer and analysis be any OBM." Nyame adum na mo game no mo boni Tuesday no. Omo the Palancras Negras, omo pick a pointer. Point. They don't need points. If they pick a point. Every calculation is vamos. Kaput fatu baby fasoni so. That is the scenario of the Sudanese national team. Now let's come to middle league table na here.
Yes.
Yedi kan abo Angola abaso Palancras Negras group winners. Salute ye tuche di amo.
Nice one.
Ya be kire what ebesi ebema Sudan a qualify na so mo qualify. Diema Sudan en qualify ni say the next game obelusu. Na ene Ghana benya win over Angola na Ghana enya win over Niger. Then Ghana ebeba 8 points to the second.
Na so they are 7.
Diema Sudan en qualify ba ko ni say Niger ewo 4 points you see.
Yes.
Say Niger ebe she Ghana last game na Niger ko 7 na Niger a qualify because Niger ebenya better head to head. Yeah. Niger no ashe Sudan by 4-0. First leg no Sudan eshe by a slim margin. Washa 4 or the better head to head ebe qualify. And no a scenario Emma Sudan en qualify. Now let's come to the second best the third place team which is Niger. Abusapani and results na buy no. Niger for jina yiye check Ghana as to who can qualify in a group as we speak.
How?
Niger about 5 games or 4 points. Ghana about 4 games or 2 points.
Yes.
Based on Ghana, trajectory and Namsono, yani Sudan bo away or say yani Niger ebo away ye draw. If that is anything to go by, because we are doing analysis, I'll peg it. Say all things being equal, if Ghana performance, should be a lose or a draw, BMA. There are what realistic chances so bet me qualify a group if Sudan should not pick a point and you Ghana be a Niger because Niger were better head to head at the chain the journey of Falcon of Sudan was 4-0. Onya Ghana win the count of 7 points. Do Sudan a tie 7-7.
Yes.
That is assuming Sudan will not pick another point. Say on the 7-7 no or
head to head.
Ghana yen nya 7 points e mani yi. Too much is not Ghana and you possible that Ghana be nya 7 points. Ye win ni mienu nyina ye be ko 8.
Yes.
Ye draw ba ko ye lose ba ko a ye nuru 7 points. Ye lose ba ko ye draw ba there is no possibility of Ghana also getting 7 points in the group.
So you bet me nya 6.
You bet me nya sisi a ye wo 2 in ye woda we fian. You bet me about draw me ni nya 4.
Yes.
You bet me nya win me ni akonya 8. You bet me win ba ko e de ba ko be so ni nya we na ko 6. It is a scenario but 7 points there. Nothing can get us 7 points in this group. So far as games are career concern no any points there or concern yet me enya 7 points in group. And Niger a chance of qualifying is Niger would have to beat Ghana at the Accra Sports Stadium to move on 7 and hope. Sa hope look like Ghana, sa hope look like Niger. Ghana you hope nyina say you win na. Near say we ni ba akona e yes Sudan and pick a point.
Yes.
The same empire bonana. Se na ya win a Niger from pay and say any Angola and Kobo modern and Sudan. Now omo Niger MSA Ghana. Now fe omo and qualify with 7 points. That will be their prayer. And in the group, that is another analysis. Emma Omaina. Niti ede Niger. So we are done with the first three.
Okay.
Angola group winners qualified. Salute. Sudan, yeah. Just a point, and every other team bia was Ubiano. Forget about calculation. Emphasis winning so Omoamana useless. And they may say to say Niger is a realistic chance. The Niger no realistic chance because was Sudan by 4-0. Eddie head to head, not better than Amano.
Yes.
Say Niger for a to bomb by Bonnie Paddy Tiagana. Said Nebor Magana in Guima. Or buy Bonnie back on. No, as I say, okay, I don't wish or Morocco, no, ya board draw. Near Babby Chomon Kaiwa, ya Babby show, because I'm good at show. Omudiomon Pino, it's almost our chance.
Okay.
Now the Black Stars of Ghana and their chances,
the last placed team
group
in Group F.
As I'm no effort, any Guasia's
Angola, Sudan, Niger, Ghana will group.
A bra calf a draw. No Quasama, if you are seeing, I will be able to say, CAF I'm a Ghana for a draw that will see them through to the AFCON proper. Nani penny P. Eka say I'm partner say CAF for. Yana CAF will enjoy Ghana being at the AFCON than so benya one of Sudan or Niger. And no Cressa Brazil nya de Kurani Eco World Cup. It's say Brazil the most successful nation in the World Cup to qualify by big car a boy FIFA. Ghana naje AFCON makoma 9 in recent times on YBM, but still on say not tournament, the tradition of the tournament, the history of the tournament, you know, a boy am a tournament really big, but a Japanese at the end any appointment, dear Freni Yakobo, to say the chance any of Yakobo. Wait here, you qualify any Yakobo. So what is the scenario for the Black Stars? Kabiru Mame league table no. Abjabani.
Yes sir.
Offer league table na. Ghana ena yaswa say you come the ebupa. Yaswa Angola. Yaswa Sudan. Sudan for senyaza na no mu chem kura bia ko dis out wa. Jese yaswa wo mienu. Ena yaswa Niger e de aka ho. Amai mienu antokwa wo so atu di ahim ena yaswa mu yitiri so ye brepa yi go mu. Ghana ehia a maximum of 6 points to have a chance to qualify. Pachote Ghana we need 2 games that can qualify. Yeah, analysis at the other teams no. Akache say Sudan there omu hia will be amwa. Na in fact Sudan no ebetima lose the next game a qualify still. Ohia will be amwa.
Yes.
Ohia 1 point per eno ano no. Match this or match bo in home game. Fenoto nchai. Ya kire say Niger etimi be she Ghana won cry. Na Ghana enya maximum point ewo. In fact, say Ghana we need na kra Niger share ase o mbe Zion.
Yes.
Akwa 7. No ma hope say Sudan MPK point. Yanya de ne say enna ese Ghana e share o man din e de Angola. Now because Ghana yentimi antie on points. To say 8 points yani Sudan a type omo ye free head to head. CAF dia semna badada da nya fi de be dwene ho. It is Sudan enya 1 point equal 8. Na Ghana nya 6 eba 8 I say ye free. Yan kwotwe ho daare. Ghana essence yentimi nya 70 yani Niger any head to head is mbia because yentimi nya 7. But it's possible for us to get 8. And when we are on 8 and Sudan is on 8, we are out because head to head omo any other ball draw el Ghana and omo say 2-0 ewo away. Tisaba omo say 2-0 kosi apia 2-0 James
Forecast what be say
Maele enti 2-0 no de mai enti head to head no e train no mu train so ntafo bia no mo asantema
head of his department
atanya ako ni tirizati ni P21 vio enti etiza atanya akuti no what the pumuze kim wa hunamane ye bobo na da bia so bo 5 ti wo ugina 9 so attack o na bo kosoro no tra so head no wa nya no pumuti say ye bo wa no ye ko mampon uza sometimes so asante mampon na hospital no wo ko ayi dama ho no
bofo da ho
Titi ye ma so to come do ba ona.
E fa ndura na wano nate.
Na ye bobo no so bi uba no obi aso ntipe no da bra atadi ti ba. Atanya ko. Etraka. Enti abzapanyi.
Aye chasa ti ba bofo gida.
Head to head na tire no. De ye betimi na ko pre tire ye Sudan. Sudan no bi ti tire dada. You don't what the EBN. Enti Ghana's hopes of qualifying enyoma scenarios no ese miensa. We must beat Angola today. We must beat Niger on Tuesday. And then we must hope that Sudan will not pick a point.
Wow.
Hope no scenario miensa we na bama Ghana qualify. Me say head to head be am why be antino. Yensa say Sudan elusu 4-0.
Yes.
Say be Ghana show be 3 and 5 say be ni calculation we. We don't need goals for anything. But we need to beat Angola today e be 1-0 ni ashom. Ni abechi Niger wa Accra ni ashom 1-0 pe. Nya hwe, ye nya 6 points. Ye be kai 2-8. Ni yam pay nyina ne say Angola for enkonkosha kwasi apiatim no. Sudan. The moment Angola fails to beat Sudan or fails to obesha ne pe na Sudan nya 1 point. Ni ye nya 8 no. Omo so de omo 8 ne ba. Afani akoye tire ni tire no. Na akoye atanya akuti no. No ma qualify no mo ko. So these are the scenarios in the group now. Ghana will based on enra resource na buy no. It's a penny no question we woman say the only thing na enra resource no aye dia man say a two ya need that one na ya was say either say qualify na say be free no. Ama ya need that one ya be qualify no akwa akiri. And na say be free no so atwe free akwa akiri. But enye over see am qualify no. 3 things must happen for the Black Stars to qualify. Ghana must win over the Palancas Negras of Angola today. Ghana must win over Niger on Tuesday. Then Ghana must hope that Kwesi Appiah's team will lose. Sudan must lose. A drawn game or a win for Sudan means that yenya 6 points in Impa. We are out of contention because Omo enya 1 point become about 8. That is the maximum we can amass. The maximum you bet 8. But Omo 10 because 3 plus 7 10. It's a win for them over Angola will take them to 10. A draw for them will take them to 8. The maximum number of points that Ghana bet 8. So that when we tie with them on 8-8, Omo at the head to head ebeko edi eja Ghana. So we asset now. Asset enra game na eba so no. Group no dynamics da buzapanyi say the city pepe na mede ama ewa no.
The Black Stars of Ghana, the third most successful country in the AFCON, and ye doso ni see analysis and ye Black Stars of Ghana. Baby, Nina and that way. Maybe sir, I know a man for bussy say Sudan name within the jar show. Watch it. Can we?
Medasi Osebono because it still gave us a chance to qualify because Enra say Sudan winning and I say omo draw ya there was no hope again. Inti Osebono asieno name it doesn't make sense.
I say it still gives us a chance, but
Enunti wait me anya hope. Yes, it gives you hope, but it doesn't give you the what they call bo samamu akoye dede. The other church on some as if you want to shame somebody. We told you, yeah, ba yanka there be jaisa sebi inyankwasa sam nyabotre. On some maybe make a say Black Stars no eshe match 2014 Ghana versus Germany na me wo Angel FM na me ye commentary na me Sadiq Adams Kwame Dela the fishbowl Apple. What's his name? Oscar Poe. Oscar. Yes. Oscar nane ana. Yes. Teacher. Mami Njao. Na ya ye game ana Jono Hobzabanyi. Na Steve Ghana ne Germany Ghana take Abrepo junction traffic light ya say car tu na enipa da form say maame no say car ne pa on fa Ghana ne Germany abodro bra me so are say eni je ne de payi Blasters no eni je etimi de ba no enti no question ne say the current performance of the Black Stars of Ghana ade abuja panyi ferry na enim guase esan say ye de be ye bia no eno nya enough de be qualify nti no wasem na abuja ye betimi no ye betima ye afamu die but e bia na yan qualify mamin ka se bi
yes
Black Stars no performance a obeda na die no enye enough say
to secure qualification
and the Black Stars no ebe qualify enti Black Stars betuma bomoden aye bibia eso no ye and the eso no ye ne say eso just 6 points na aka no but because qualification is not in our hands a hinge on obinso match no ye ni influence was ye mobi some match ye hwini say ntimi ngotambi enti no sa team na ye hope so obese obi amaye de enti na Ghana fo nyina say ye bese ne say wa qualify John Fabo ni serious now they was Sudan they are have one qualify enti abapani scenario ni nyina play out assuming with that admit say Pedro Concaves ene ne nkwada no Palancras ne kras ne fa gidigidi nkobo because wa qualify na still woni Sudan so share Tuesday wa qualify e ho de ene no de gidigidi kwa akobo and so we born serious on Sudan we born serious and then so we born serious it all the two scenarios no present games either they will not approach the two games seriously or they will approach the two games seriously.
Okay.
You bet me ya famu die name ya famu die enough to gain us qualification. We need something from the other game which ye influence any mubie ubebusa say unim sanka ye ne Niger ewo Morocco ne ye hye omumpa kasesi aye kaseki hia obi asem
yes
ye ne Niger ne boy o ena ketokeku ba ka kire say Niger team no emu 5 and start with the team
Angola ni abetwen we mu say ye be show mu but abusuya de ma de ni ye hu ni say teams na ye de wo mo abo nyina apart from Nigeria Sudan you create opportunities being why are better than omo on the field of play say ye ball no teams na ni wo mo tie gina Nigeria no ni ye better than omo on the day say ya ball no na halak na ama apart from Sudan de na ye ball no han na say ya de Sudan re ombotuma na pulele mujeba ya ni nemu anasura inti ya maade ne kan ye den in as much as say Niger abie kwan kitu abi ato ho amaye ze ye wini
itimi afa ho
na se de pepe kan na atwema adwena si bi so o se woni Angola no kobo no obegum because of qualify e de na kire se so ko Sudan no so no ni o mo kobo a ho oyiri mu agide
ono ne tiri home a o protect say on lose home ground ye nyina ye gidie say oh omo mfanya he
tie ko hye no
no mo ne Sudan de omo de ye dey enti me say scenario no play out coach ni serious obey serious with more no obo na nwumire no I serious with the okwakobo no again the first we serious no nje say it is not cast in stone say Angola be ni bread ya obe say Sudan there be ni o
for group games I was happening ya consider 4 goals ya share one
that's the Black Stars.
Wow. Nti ade ni ye ne same pa na
Black Stars the performance of the 4 games you know ya share just a goal
and there is an anonym can
you consider 4 it no kwasam ne say
bia nanam asha say sorry njina nra de si wolumi no bia nanam akeka
we dey qualify strictly nanam na me qualify
de si wolumi no ne ye ho de nim bia obi ball no ko boy de ye ho de wom ne si anwumere yi e bo no nso wo Ghana time mu e 8 e Angola time esi nyame adom ne yesa be bo ba ko no ha no nso si na emom enkofo no so Angola bonom ne kwazi apia mutim ne be bo eno ye ni ho anwode bia o de fa ne say Ghana hye ayi
Angola
ɛwɔ ha sɛ wei deɛ yɛasa to
Okay,
na bi yɛlidi ɔm bɛyɛ 3-0 na ɛhɔ nso bɔɔl no yɛ 1-0 for Angola na 93rd minute refi agye penalty ama Sudan nti deɛ na ɔma teka 1-1 onya 1 point nti no kwasɛm mu sɛ yes the question as yɛbɛtumi no yɛbɛtumi ayɛ deɛ yɛn afa mu deɛ agye 6 points no ɛno nyɛ enough sɛ the Black Stars ɛbɛ qualify. It will always take us back to games na yabo. How are your coach no was sa coach no enyade of course. Coach no onye ade danya se oya ade da bi
in the World Cup qualifiers.
Abusa panyi sa se we na agofa bayi.
Hey,
World Cup qualifiers no.
World Cup qualifiers.
Ya ni Comoros with the same number of points na 9. Ghana e won 9, Comoros won 9. Dia ni aya
say ha ni Angola wo 12 yi bianka.
Enti nam so wasa no coach na sa
invalid. Aha na Angola lead.
Maybe sa.
We lead or qualify. Ye lead or World Cup no ye qualify.
Ye lead or ye qualify. And the current performance I done again. Anything to go by Abuja Panyi. Don't be surprised eh. Kwanya fa so kwache Mali no. If Angola be say wa ha. Sudan yentimi enwuni wa ha. Dia na say Mali for no eba be boss abo ni wa ha ye betimi no mo. It will not even go to the World Cup qualifiers. No question mo Abuja Panyi. You a very poor coach who doesn't know his left from his right. Clearly onim dia oye.
Why is he still a post?
He's still a post because enim guasie e na ahye nipa bi ma. Kwanya fa so mu di Krisiuti ani ema Krisiuti free kuro ba ko no ena omugidie nyina na yankasa no so yaso oden Steve Otioi o chen komisheni enya atrofo komishefo atrofo komni ade nti ade omu hu aye election resource ba kokura ni wa ohun se covid ba wiase atrofo kom na demo ena mudi politicians achi ena politicians e duru se ya de obeka bia ma ntima ni de bia no na odi wachi ntia enya sa de anka akomchefo atrofo no mo groma no ba kokura hu se covid ba ba
ho bai
wiase nyina yare ya kase mo
efa ho bai blasters ena da ho ye nyumre ye nhwe wo se
se me so check komisheni no no ye komisheni papa Steve O catch time market nya Jeff adwuma no start ya siki akono nko we have a milo back and Steve Okache say Ghanaian no oni connection ba kokura when it comes to unya international connection e bet me lead to obi emma recommendation oni bi unim say sa Serbian coaches on back room na a connection from Dr. Nyawo Tamakulu who had been a former ambassador to Serbia. And on a football person to call your ambassador on the football for no Serbia in our father for and a Serbia by no far young and up and coming coaches and you call Europe Central Europe proper Europe e ko hia de no mo coaches Abuja Panyi o mo cross certificate o ma bin to opa adwuma yo that connection ket ni bi Steve Okasem we kire yo tama o so ete committee o mo settle o milo no and Steve Okasem we je Ghanaian no oni connection papa bi odi coach papa bebre
now anyimre
and
Blasters of Ghana
okofa bre Otuado ba nti that is why Otuado will still be
Otuado akasa
o ye hwe a
yes
na unim eno na jona enu asante twum de camera ni si ni so na Otuado voice na obebo no Ghana fu nyina ntaw maso din na obi antie bi e ba be wurage o ye Ghana ni a tie the voice no tie wi
at exactly 7 p.m. we Angola and the Blasters of Ghana and kasa ana airbo sorry na Otuado Blasters head coach o say nani age oba camp said the boys no esi nieme koso o mo relate o mo koban komodidie bi ne ade o say injuries ama new comers bi aba no ogidi se no kra be ma bi mo enya kwan abo game ni bi see Otuado ne nsema or the two are concerning atmosphere in camp.
Really good condition. It's a good atmosphere. You know about the importance of this match, and yeah, for me the boys look ready and sharp, and like I said, good atmosphere. Yeah, actually we have a good, positive competition in the training matches, and From what I saw, they really put that the idea how we played, also the new players, and looking forward to see them all. Especially the new players that can prove themselves. I mean, it's a big chance because we have a lot of injuries. And the others, I think they're hopefully ready to guide them through the game, and it's going to be very, very tough, very, very difficult. But we're looking forward to that game, and I know that we will do it.
Otuado, Blasters head coach, and that's an NNS you. Say, I want to dino, said you know, Casacra now. Well, Nabatre.
So no one say, woo anyane, or your boy in the V and we drew Ghana. Was it the past 2 days, no, woo anyane. Now, Otuado, I can't send you or her, Otoka be before Phobia coming in any problem. But baby, I watch the gammon and say, the new boys are my bemuno. Are more adapted to the philosophy. Otto, if Blasters players here, no one decides or more born way of football now, you're free. Some philosophy now, and they understand, and then they can play the way he wants them to play. Philosophy, and the philosophy, no, have a table no to philosophy, no. Hey, me sometimes philosophy no any table no. So who pay Otto philosophy now any table no. And only 4 matches, 4 goals conceded, one philosophy now. And no. Into coaching say players now no. A year opportunity, they adapting to the philosophy, our way of football, the way we want to play. In play, near break qualification, and the way you want us to play. I don't hear uncle. I have about 4 matches. I ain't we need. You will see one more mabano philosophy. And
I walk out win assembly. Was it this is an opportunity for us to win our first game? Sanso and again chances of qualifying. No, see a B.
Yeah, these are difficult games. You can't take it for granted that they will play, let's say, 50% or so. I know that they will be 100%. It's going to be difficult. It's an away game. And it's going to be very, very tight, I know. But I think mentally the boys are ready. Looking forward for that game. It's time for our first victory in this competition, and I think it's a great chance to keep the chance alive.
Yes, I say the boys no ready. I come 87.9 FM for phone no dial star 439 hash star 439 hash na fe wabo option 6 no na wa send it e be bisa wo to send back bia 5 cities na what dia so ya the draw no ebeba Ghana me say can we qualify but bisa can we win this game? Can we win this game? So what a coach
I was Yeduru Janshin be say ya and your coach philosophy and your own trendy football and that you qualify.
I don't know bisa.
So boys need decide so more bobo no money need how we can qualify. If they decide to play the way Otuado Sigo need ya another shambolic display. Baby a yedru no. Tactics na they call Angola ho 2010. Kodru final no. That is the sort of tactics I here.
Can we win this game?
I was a bit me winning. I may share my general choir me feel see a bit me winning. Kudu Suninya, when guys were down on the Antrate, si Pasu and Vinfino. Near Muntema Jordan anymore. Bono contemna, even your BBI, because I was your no custom. Say, yeah, the 2 teams in Tigna, Angola from Prim Baby, you know, Bob on a chain. Bono Munim Bochain. Because they've qualified with 2 games to spare. It shows how dominant and how excellent they've been. And this all to say some now boys not to be no about how many almost 80 matches. Yes, you know results, Papa Biano. See, Jet Nina more to say this time there, I support the Alaji Grusa way. Line up on and Chema coach in Unguanye. Consolati will be uncle General's Otone coaching tea. Now, 4 now, Germany, you do what is our Oto and Udi Cosie. But saying is an opportunity. It's a fact. It is an opportunity. Yeshebre ni Ghana yensemsa unless yetimia pick up that important victory and then you bring. but e betimi aya me hu ne say e something beyond Otoado the collective effort and self-determination by players now mbajia tum say baby aye druni and whether we progress or not ejina 2 games starting enumerate if boys need decide sir that they want to play their way above on the year are fighting for every ball for every tackler abusia we have a chance of winning this game but yes I tell say you ko Otoado we now my ka say na tu atizi gini wa mo goke kambo mu homa we adiraman go fa ball no ahye no awoka se owu anya ne dia ye decide because he has nothing to lose the mentality now is a way ABC Europe and no show Otoado baby o free ba no kra abusia team of weak mentality that is Borussia Dortmund wo de hwe mo in the Bundesliga we meet you sorry ben tournament at home no Borussia Dortmund to me winning enti eno wan ha mo so baby ayafa Otoado afri no and also our impact influence our the decision and na approach to games because abusia say na who fa boy be free zongo typical zongo olden zongo any estate na omo approach to things different Otoado the team no free mo ban ye lose alabaji
ya hwe game
anu na make can say the attitude of the coach in our name in game no ebenye impact send enya in the previous four so me share Jordan as an experienced man say only boys in nkasa omo ntu omo free coach no kra ho no omo ankasa omo say Niger am your opportunity because abusia say na make catch on yemfa bibia ntonche we see our players playing in Europe week in and week out ebimo grabbing headlines in the Premier League but a case team almost performing on the continent. Angolan team no untimi nyim free when you talk of recent African rankings and as a team performance. Omonya a solid team, a team ayo nibi. So to beat an organized team no, you need something beyond 100%. Answer no team aye. But I don't know because of manager anonkwa, but because of the guys' determination. That's it. And Chelsea Ghana also need quality players. So mutiminya newa na ekoyia they can't function. Fatau Ishaku is performing at Leicester. Jordan Koye Kudus is performing for the team West Ham United. Ali Disedu a show commitment beyond measure for the national team since Awenya ni debut, and he's performing well in the French Liga. NS Juma Bonti, yes, you are collective individual players, but as a team, you share the Yasadia. But baby, any results by which means say a calf now a shed a yes, Adiano to aid Ghana or for Ghana to prepare well for this game because 2 matches to go. Our 3 teams are potentially or to qualify from a group there, and ideally the matches should have been played on the same day. And at the same time, but a new masters are back to the advantage of the Black Stars and then Niger. So, question is, can we qualify or can we win this game?
Because 2 wins no quite enough to secure our qualification.
It is said Obinsu Koye before throw away. I don't know the problem. So, Abusia, can we win this game?
That is my question.
So, me sit back. Nama ye imagine you matum. Na my very objective. Na my analysis parameters football analysis.
Exactly what you have.
Determine results there. We can't. Why? Because this is Ghana result. Faba kono mami. You call Sudan. 2-0. Another one. And you call Niger 1-1. And Sudan babo draw. Abusia etian so pa na wu gina. Senye nananom na beje ball no abo a edie pa so na obegina apredate say Blasters ball no mo kobo no mo kohye but before na yebetime gina no ma bebre so because ya che Senegal for a show mo Algeria for na ya show mo ye ko hakure ko she 2 goals
bonus 6
yes
mo kai group
yes enti wo de yen for mo kura to ajimambadu mu so be fa team ya no mo boyi Christian Achum starting ya no mo boy ye ko ba bi enim say yan hye kra 2 goals bi de ye de baba enei sa 1 goal no kra ye ko ma ha ye Ghana ne ye ntimi hye ya bobi wo babaya go number and ya bobi won cry ama tebusia looking at our performance and the level Angola won we are not a match for the Palancas Negras ye nye team ayo ye betimi ye ni omo agina based on omo perform and it's a consistent thing because we share last AFCON ni pa enye African for ya na ye omo nyoma mentality sometimes omo switch over. They were one of the best teams in the competition. Can we need there and the minyaya nanka what the shirt ni mienu na ba ya na the other ba ya. Can we abusia senior Oka says exactly how I should predict the game. We can't. Can we? We can't.
We can't.
We can't. We can't.
So, Mesa Bauso, Ghana is the third most successful country in the AFCON with 4 trophies. Egypt, Ekita 7 trophies, the most successful team. Ghana, Wakai, Kosiapiachi, Egypt, Okroma. When we won our 4th trophy in 1982, Cameroon, I say we're second most successful. No one win it. We win the first one in 84. Ghana since 82 still. Yes, I see that. You have 4 trophies. And now we are struggling. Pepe, they be our cancer the last 2 year performance. Say dear. Ye kwa kogu ye when you was in the crown. I ask him, Pepe, can we win tonight's game? 7 p.m. Angola. Ghana.
Bad news coming in, and it's Michael Osei, former Kotoko player, former BBN Gold Stars coach. Nyana baby call London.
Oh,
Scheiße.
Oh,
Nebra abe confirm it. CCNT.
Wow.
Michael Osei, former BBN Gold Stars coach. We sad news, but yen twaso.
Oh, back to Mickey. Jamin for crazy.
The question is can we
win tonight's game? I don't know what I haven't said that. I'm only asking the question. Can we?
Born there, you win yanka magana for the Black Stars, Emma, and Nijibia, you can't quantify that. Nobody did see Kadia Bokronos. But no question, say Black Stars, no poor performance over the years at distance a lot of Ghanaians from it. And now, no, maybe good morning sports. And I say Black Stars why EJC no. Now, me genuinely review. Hey, in fact, Sir John can buy because no more born. Sir John so Ghana just if Ghana bobo over tona dia so shena because we manage place me and say bi omoji we di bonus dia bre no. Eti a lot of people cry now where say
game be back.
Ghana a poor game because of how poor the managers of the national team no are managing the team over the years. And the fact that they are not ready to learn and no pan hard you know the opinion. Say team no ebre nyoman ko ye ne de kenya hu sa anya den sa. But omom ye team no sa anya ready say ombesua bibi ombesua de ombe bibi amana boa e hopa na problem no ne kase pa no ehye. That is where the problem no ne kase na ewo. Now game we observe the approach out to ado is what they call. It is a game you have nothing to lose. Say if you game we na say Angola say I was the 11th November Stadium in Luanda. The air confirm ya sebe ye team no say iguso a team fun. Ye team niya strong. Angola ebe share Ghana ewo the Babaya Sports Stadium. Say Angola etwaso. No say Ghana ewo Luanda. Bibi bia NCA. But adia ese ye mum ye ne say to keep our hopes of qualifying in Tino. It is a game we must chase it. Make a approach ye betimi ede game no abusabanyi. And this approach ebe kwa dia metim bia. For instance, ye fan say ye ball home and away Champions League game ne bia Kotokwana say has atna Ghana. Now was suffer defeat. No kwa away. There is nowhere you bet me aka say Kotoko atrenfie alusu game has a train fair you know kwa we na a winner the never qualifier a dear na they have to go all out to try to go and search for a win. In the game we cannot go into this game with an approach to defend. You want to defend what? Angola na can establish by beating us at the Barbara Sports Stadium. By qualifying with 2 games to spare. So even if we win all other games, number 1 sport one. And in this game, the approach of Otado, and they say he must go into the game with a mindset say we want to get something from this game, so we want to attack them. We want to go for it. We want to see if much more motivated because on the qualified now their motivation to push forward the hour form. Then we will want to chase them. We will want to fight for it. We want to try as much as possible. See a Benjamin win at the free game by going all out for the 3 points. Steve Oka has been very important. Tiadia Bakwa, Yam two coaches never passed. Steve said, we coach now to say, yeah, boy, area gala, interior community gala, Nibia. Now, branch be number 9 on what come to say. Upon Jay Bukuna, what general can turn her area galan. Share. Nanya area gala for it because of more Kobe or Abia Nanjanasi. Would you more Messi? Share Kobe, you crew Ronaldo grammar. But one day now, son could know 2 more. As in busy.
It's the area gala duty board.
Area gala, what bossa, calling him back and also. Me na me boy bi o Ashtown near for second. Me just vote in the or number 5. Second ball no but who didn't gina Premier League ma. You be 5 games when you see red cards. Go be red card as ko boot will be on jam as am man suspended the equal on chain. Enti when him born no power area but enti and ne born as you born say area gala. Did tell me area gala analysis and ne born. O born said you go premiership na unya win no. So born said you over Bundesliga, said you over French Championnat, said you about Spanish Liga na you win no.
I don't know win.
Because you know your boss out to buy. Na Steve Oka be. Now no to every players or the Dortmund examples football yes had it here Dortmund who him say last 2 seasons. And na Obianu said Dortmund Agi Liga last day no. On board draw kwa Agi Liga buy abeje. Ampa or the examples say normal in football. Results niya omo mentality no obi Dortmund be fan say board dey umi won say unu mom taka pa board ni o ma me nsa pe ni wum what is the Real Madrid for taka say ni bi
o bo mu nim ni ma be nsa
say ni o ma me nsa be no obo the woman say Madrid dey be sha be Champions League say ni o ma me nsa omo de mon so da bi omo na kasa asem board yi ni say ni o ma me nsa no win lose or draw ko for agi cup say how dey we say ni o ma me nsa no am say
yes sir
game wey game approach of the Black Stars as you're going out there to attack the Palancras Negras at their own background and try to get a win. Of course, now why you cautious kakra. But approach didn't mean a cautious approach because you're not a drawer. With chances of qualifying, no, I and if the Angolans for assuming that they don't want to push, conserve energy, they don't need to waste strength. In the Angola for him pushing down to pushing you na say your bonus are a drawer. So what for him? It is not a game we can go in with any other strategy apart from trying to get a win. Going out there, taking the game to them, playing like Ghana. Said ni obianim Ghana ball. Said the Ghana ni ball qualifies your bono.
A better na game we pedi o to ado na boys net me ayes ade.
Entini asi game we boys ni ignore to ado. No more said your mobile community gala no. One more the community gala unim players no a guy named Nibi. 2 but down for.
2 but
goalkeeper assassin foam. Barrier that de pongo. Sadino barrier de chamso for a defender. Your friend barrier.
Bodrano.
Abusa panyi sa adwene ni bi ni agese ya de ball game we.
Cross and right.
Esi nya 2 but down for.
Where are we going to get it from?
And the boys ri nyoma boy area gala da mu nyina ni me.
But they are professionals now.
ɛnti no now wonim sɛ yi Champions League final na Madrid gye no mbɔ no sɛ area gala wa wo sɛ bɔɔl no Karim Adeyemi na yɛ ɔmo bɔɔl papa yɛ fɛ ni nyinaa yɛwie na trophy no ɛkɔ Madrid kurom wa ho ɛnti kɔ in with that mentality asase yɛ fom patase ayi police depot oyi bɔɔl no sɛ no wagya no wahwe wɔ bra no wahwe wɔ nipa no nso wapra no na ɔpɛle na ne gye fans wobu sansa na ada wahwe wɔ wa antɔ asase no yɛ fom saa bi na ɛsɛ yɛde kɔ saa mentality na panyi wɔmfa saa nkɔ sɛ ɛnɛ deɛ by hook or crook deɛ bɛsi bia no we are attacking this game we need this win na bɔɔl no te bɛ kyerɛ wɔ atezege ɛmfa no sɛ asase no yɛ fam baabi ɔbɛyi tuu no nya no sɛ tuu bɔdamfo ɛsɛ yɛnya dade pɔnkɔ ɛsɛ yɛnya obi a ɔno no yɛfrɛ no barrier yɛmfa bɔɔl nsa no ho sɛ woanya saa deɛ no bi no woanya saa deɛ no bi wɔ game no bɛyi yɛbɛwie no you'll be finding yourself at the wrong side and I've told you say with the exception of a win today the hopes of qualifying are gone after there the obenya hope pa be ye ayi for Niger for so ba share ha no manya 7 na ayi mum
ababa me ntwa me homra me ba me bisa wo be se kira kan se yin ye be win game way ana sign the beko ha yakoma 87.9 FM akoma sports na uguso wuti no fa phone no dial star 439 hash na fe wabo 6 wo sende a ebebisa wo to sen ba ko bia e 5 Ghana cedis fa ho sem bi wo be diska me ba sisia
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah.
Here's to the friends who dialed star 712 hash and found no regrets. To the investors who struck gold. To the health workers who diagnosed luck with precision. To the tough guy who couldn't hold back his tears. To the passionate fan who couldn't contain his joy. To the seamstress who turned her hard-earned stitches into a bundle of happiness. And now, here's to you. Your next big win is right here.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
Dial star 712 hash. Now join in the luckiest winning celebration. Every 1st July 2024. Over dial star 712 hash. Now I can to take it through as a group, individual, and now even as a community. Now win is the car prizes are in the community draw or go for the grand draw on the 30th of November 2024. Unlock your luck with star 712 hash. Now join in the winning streak now.
The luckiest.
Star 712 hash.
Luck is everywhere, for everyone, yeah. The luckiest.
I'm saying that Ghana must not introduce free SHS on the whimsical promise of a desperate politician. Many mistakes have been made by countries in Africa already with free SHS.
They said it couldn't be done. They said it was a dream, but the NPP delivered free SHS. Over the last 7 years, over 5 million students have benefited from free education. The program has significantly increased enrollment and provided access to education for many who might not have had the opportunity.
Before, my family couldn't afford it. Now I'm learning a trade and achieve it, and I'm looking forward to a bright
December 7th. Vote for Baumia.
87.9 FM. Say I'm disappointed in Sivo trying to look for a black size jersey to wear like a Bishop Penny. Nothing good will come from today's game. It's a shame to support that kid organized team again. Matonto, Ewo Colorado, US of A, and Odiwe Abba. Tonto, Bamencha, Woni Skido, Opani, Name Asiam, Onyamu Kesepa, Isifu Seidu. Milton Keynes was who show the Yabo so sir. Yow, yes, as I be watching Abbe already, you know, and it's a po and the one working in a Yami in Shamo. Yeba, Yeguso, Nam, Ebeiro, Chese,
I don't need you.
Agidi a wokofa no
omu jesi na bo
wokofa gidie no wo he
jesi ne 16 million
gidie no wokofa no wo he
jemze ene de omu qualify mze obeto ni one omu timi wi
enti mi bisa saden
so meti my winning na enwumre
me aye winning dia wo
nizo bi a wo vim nti ne wa hye wo jesi nso jesi na fata pa nizo wo vim abimre bi a Ghana match bi me share ba ko bi akọ say hu ani wu pa ha me woro che wu bi no Ghana jesi nyema akono da
adwuma ne ye Mamenti wonka, can the Black Stars win tonight's game? Mesa da ba phone lines no se but Mamenti wonka kakra bi sisi a mempeke be 5 calls bi. Can the Black Stars win tonight's game? We a question me bisa 03224 9035 0243 114497. About 7 p.m. anyimre ya Black Stars Yebo against Angola. Game no battle our 11th November Stadium. Our Luanda in Angola. Can we win the game? 03224 9035 0243 114497. Hello, good evening.
Evening.
What you doing about
you that's for measure training.
I say hello, good evening. Hello. Jina ye, wo dine ba bia okasa free. Ebe ko ye. Papa, wala no munye kafra. Enso no to ye. Hello. Hello, good evening. Aya koma 87.9 FM. Nso no to be se ba bia ugina wo drive ba bia onam bia no. Ye careful kaka ne mu mamenti wonka. Black Stars ebetimi awini anyimre game. Hello, good evening. Yes sir.
But just go to
Yo, chon free radio no ye ti o.
Na be tikere.
Na me say.
Oh,
Na se ka tire ya na o se ye.
No, the line say
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, man.
What's your dinner, baby? I'll cast free.
But maybe I also very perfectly like you.
I also want yet you.
But yes. But Blassa, I'm not the chair crown and training. I'm a prayer and the cat demonstration will do the blend weather.
But I say, hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Maybe I we didn't, baby. Say,
I'm going to say, and idea. Yeah, I'm too soon today. They do shoot by a good meal. That's it.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Maybe I we didn't, baby. I'll cast free.
I was playing a group of another.
I was saying, you Annabelle is it 2-1. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
That's what we didn't about Casafri.
That's my thing. We don't have to
say, and you may, yes, Mojano, Yamaya, I was saying.
I'm boy, we got another boy, one son, I'm boy. Yeah, I'm boy, I'm not sure I'm going to get it.
That's it. Oh, boy, what Abuja. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
That's what didn't about Casafri.
And you do have been a heavy because I feel bunker. And I bet you two. Hello?
Who are Kwamai?
I don't know about two.
I bet you two. Now Angola said,
Angola.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Hello.
Eddie.
Good evening.
I think you're it's done upon the episode that they might be look out for you. And you take our family, including yes, sir. You must be in our plan. Look out for you. I send it down. I see that information center.
Ishani Odia, Mammy pick the last one now for your metro. So, hello.
Hello, Mr. Penny,
Middle so.
What if I somewhere in
Over you.
No, why no possible no money? Yala Diana Yajiba could be a favorable call at the place.
Yeah, same over. Yeah, that's a higher command 87.9 FM. Still, the cash out is back for phone. Dial star 439 hash. Star 439 hash. Nafi wabo 6. No was send it. A baby sa water saying back be a 5 Ghana cities. From Hoshembi, Enche, Mayor Drono, Ubetimi, Ediska. About 7 p.m. Angola, the Palancas Negras of Angola, one of the blasters of Ghana, and the Bunny. This one game, my coach, Concavis, what mini gave the year, Papa, and you may a crossing. Jadi Hunsem, Ebebrem. Jemra, Ghana Premier League, no week 11. Weekend, twice din. Accra Lions, and a head of Lions, and Ebo. Now he say, 2 Lions in Asia. In Satama, Ebo Diana Stars, Asante Kotoko, Ebo Nations FC, Brecum Chelsea, and the Betim United Legon Cities, Ebo Basike Holy Stars, Medema, and the Go Stars, and Ebo Samatex, the league champions, or more and the Young Apostles, and Ebo Vision FC, Ebo Dreams FC, Nafi Karela, and the Hatchfolk, Edia Bueni, Namibisa, Hatchfolk, Ebitimi Atwaso, has former, or Mukitani CC. Ebitimi. Ombetimi atwaso Asante Kotoko kwan be no mo faso Kotoko without Emmanuelenchi Kotoko without Amwa Ebekosen. Can Kotoko survive without these 2 key players? Had to folk ebetimi atwaso akwane saa enra the MC of Asante Kotoko emiti boys ne den any film by ebetimi impact positively and weekend game. Asante Kotoko bonuso Kotoko ebetimi atene Pepe Suarez
abusama dasi na with the greatest of respect my blasters possible lineup no na afi yamatinsi
oh okay
Lucas nim enti himfo na ezebo atiziki nti ese na ese ade ni tupo mu ana abujapanyi wala koto no ebae no wala koto be da Ghana Nigeria wa eno ko da Ghana Nigeria wo ho oda Madagascar ewo Cape Coast any one other game any ebe ko work a few days and nsembuye nsembuye ko work ba na ho to no o na yi mframa final po ebo ni trimo baba yara ene man na biem atiziki yehudi ebe hu nyina wo no coach Jai friend Kasari ofia ko frema naf ma adwene am say ene game na nsa atiziki short at the post no
okay
unim say you know on our conference league 2 games one 10 goals 2 games 10 goals aye wa bere mo man home kakra ni ensa hwe say wala kotu betima boa manaf no din de minim de o mza ko frɛ ye nyina nim sɛ manaf enya opportunity se ko twi de batwam be ko brɛ man nyina wonya de ana mu gya no kwa minim de ntia sa kola po mo san ekofa na by even if you are not going to call the Kotoko goalkeeper esa nko mo frɛ Emmanuel Kobi ana so mo frɛ Hatchfolk goalkeeper no but empenyfo no call up no mo ya no mai bibia ho ene game no buzapanyi right back no sɛ Tariq ama Alidu de wa kyerɛ so yɛ solid Alidu ebebo wo mo de yi bebo 3 no Gideon Mensah no say game esa ka anan ebo so for better assessment going forward na what's that free players say mo 8 years after 6 years from by am so pay mo ensa nya bia mo a na wo drop am o the assessment be training ana and then see a lot of changes and no crabet me as packet say near dinner here can na Sir John host of Ghana come there waka say opeso hu Emmanuel entry in this game Asante Kotoko Emmanuel entry
because a branch ejina Asante Kotoko mukra Kotoko hunu na mo be fa na ko no wa anko bobi ko tranchen esa Kotoko san lose no ha
and signatory.
So yeah, banfo.
And then signatory free players be a mutim found Mokwa when you be Montendia. Na Immanuenchi.
Kajao Madia Bono Munisio
coach, Sako Nisa Gideon Tivina, but oh, there be Michael Bedu, Osha the performance, Elboga, a gamer you must start him. Nanke nya assessment of the say you were daching, when you are, but me who's I know to Adumu, me who has I know to Adumu, on your Bema be sa. Inti we going for the usuals. Jordan. Inaki ni o Semenyo ni o Tifatao Isaku Obesta Tenes Tuyama Kudus Babo 10 say Salis the Oman papers on job blaster players or not John first Elisha Ousu na Babo Sulemana so Njobesta T Sulemana Okwa Chirewa no Abdul Mumin no Salisu eti Jerome yo ba ko ne fense sa eyi na amayi Terry Yegbe and Nathaniel Debbie or Mumienu de Sanko for Uncle from and say Mumian and about 4 and 5 under 23 AFCON or Morocco in Yabuja Enyakra Terry Yegbe yet Bazen and Penny for an airborne in Teddy ever friend. Inti coach may play the same old squad, but Sakamia, me mogi the mensa game with you. Me mo Ali Seydou e will game with you. Ali Seydou and such will prove he nature will be Ghana ball Portugal walk up and Ali Seydou my own say Ghana ye fullback or there was settle. None 2 games you can boy. On the other ball as a left fullback. Meanwhile, no, naturally or right, but on boy ebony pa. I wish nkeba try new guys near from Mono Kakrania. Goalkeeping department is say, or Sesemua of the Penny Kabeme debat. Menash your coach and you be a me was a Gidino Muse or Bear Sardina. Make come once. Now, Yamra the Ghana Premier League. Ghana Premier League. Abzapani.
Yes, sir.
Now, Busa about Asante Kotoko that. Without 2 key players, the underlying word a key underlines our word no.
Not just 2 players.
Yes, 2 key players. How they fare in game number 5 in a series of very poor run at Porcupine Warriors no AFC. How would they fare? Assembly by now, Kotoko coach and the technical team players being Obian himself, Emmanuel Emo game webi. Obian himself more Emo game webi. Na Nastivo can't send be. Na menino a yadrin papa. Many Lord Pokunti Eddie Como. And a lot of Pokunti catch him say 87.9 Brana omo eba Kotoko Japan for as youth team players. We are dear power with Pokunti no Jenny Dean or Takwa Pako Takwa near Takwa Pulu. Lord near friend Takwa Pulu. What Jidin any Naba Kotoko. Naba Kotoko na afe ena Obabesia or Gorofono at that time. To be justify on what she say. What do baby Oboko to Libya na. And when you come, there are 2 avenues of the Penyama Boko to Konibi. I don't see a better to senior players now called Black Stars. Now when you be about another player be pra. Now Pogu see those days, you know. Player corner all bona. And every week be another senior team ni junior team ni match. Junior team ni senior team be a Wednesday and a Thursday. Chomubo young crowd wa be ya de panel waka senior team for match but nyasa wokobo na da yebeka cho se na obebobi no ani je na hye wakoma mu no ye de ugina park na so a o konkra person de wo fom se wo yekotoko player now se sia no unim se Emmanuel Ntwi ane abetamu ani ho no edi hu to zo bi panyina se wasapa o se hye wo nkra se wo zo obebobi no wa kire de obetima ye
ba state na team no wo no
state na team one of them go do state na go team no one of them go do ya yi players na firo ni akofa ngofo be bodo ma enjiba mo a obia ma obi ma omo nyo mo anebo nyo mo coach ya no mo ye training nyo no na selection nyo no na substitution enti omo na de omo agoto ba bi omo da no nye supporter bia enya management bia ayo omo a. So at this point in time you expect a reaction from Asante Kotoko a players no, knowing very well say 2 key players in here. The penny game we players no a mentality of the game no a key a chain the coach back and some of me can't have last game me can the same thing for game we. Okay, sir, a bra last season Kotoko ekwa we here me catch us say the players must play a game omo ball with omo akoma and your instructions from the bench because they will need a win to turn things around. Na sa win e bia emfiri de ogumu ka kire wono nko a eye Kotokoni a ye boyi na yakọ 5th game no mbebo you 4 no omukọ baseke ko ball draw ena omukọ Lagos Cities ena Lagos City shell ena ombetre fi na kwando out of line shell ena omako bechem it is the 5th game is a poor run of form na enie. Are we going to make it number 5 still near 1 point? Are we going to make it Are we going to make it a second home defeat in succession? 4 defeats in all in succession? Where your question says a place in if not, no, what do we do? How do we turn things around? How do we approach this game? Messi game need to say the Efro 2 but down for no. But game need to say the only Efro barrier no. Only yenza no. So why anya sa dia? Say opponent to be on Kotoko be our confidence and Abu Japani for Nations FC there. Omo confidence no. E was through ye pa. Mami nche wade ba. Nations for confidence no. E was through ye papa.
Game we cross ya away game.
Oko Ghana Premier League no. Now away performance. Remember this is an away game.
Yeah.
Now the first pointer Asian Nations from Kurai at the other game we mu. I am the father last season Oshe Kotoko Kotoko we hear Kotoko home game. Mark number 1. First na Asian Nations in Kurai pa. Emo the other game no say na so Kotoko last season. Yes no. Yes no. I Baba Sports Stadium. We crowd the Emma so Baba era bosso ewo obuase ene se we crowd the nkura bia mchoma dem koko work no watini nyina. Se koko work no watini nyina. Eti ade ma kwa bujapanyi ebe so mu nkuran pa the fact that it is a gamer bujapanyi wo mu ewura mu a ombetimi akwakobo game we with that mentality say Nations for him say wahye Kotoko last season e ofie and one Kotoko ebo fie it Nations had a strong mental strength ever last season. Nations and Kotoko about 2 league games,
yes,
of 4 points Kotoko for 1 the FIFA the aka enti this is a team ya je 4 points free no. Nations for confidence na make a chire we
okay
Kotoko Nations free last season the FA Cup Kotoko ni young. You look at the away league table. Nations FC after 5 games, 10 points away. Was 4 goals away. I conceded 2. About 5 games. 87.9 Japan Nations for we need 3 games away. Wa draw back or lose back. In 5 games away no. Nations equal 3 wins, a drawn game and a defeat, scoring 4 and conceding 2. Asante Kotoko home form because Kotoko ena able fee. Kotoko home form na buchapanyi. Kotoko about 5 games. Kotoko win 3. Wa draw 1, wa lose 1. The same form Kotoko kura e woni fie no. The same form ena Nations e kura e wa away. Now let me tell you what is most instructive about it. Kotoko has 4 goals or conceded 2. nations ashe 4 goals away wa concede 2 Kotoko ashe 4 goals ofie wa concede 2 Kotoko kura 10 points e ofie nations ekura 10 points e away nations ekura 3 wins e away Kotoko kura 3 wins e home nations ekura 1 defeat e away Kotoko 1 defeat away and obi a 1 draw game. That is the statistics going everything e pe Kotoko home form nations away form e pe going into the game.
Wow.
It is a game the players must play above themselves. It is a game the players must resolve to win. The players must show us there. It is not about the coach winning game, no.
Can the meeting yesterday bring any positives?
It should. It should. I'm saying how many times artists and an app in Kra I could share playing body training grounds. 2 turns either sanka ya share league ya see 10 games because we need 10 na ukura 30 points na pen kraba na oye showman.
Yes.
Second to players no one ball last season no ka you show be pa o dressing room.
Wow.
Na bia nkara na ba training grounds na kwa be ye wa be chere to me ono okọ bibi sa but we there na ba ho no amfa ni je na ba because performance nya papa performance no enya papa enti no question me woman say asante kotoko players I am talking to the players on some shada me more prosperity in this conversation sure ball na kotoko ball omuni bechem ball first 30 minutes no e bia ka prosper na abo bia nko ball no ba ko she e bia kotoko media team no camera fo no ne okoronkom omom te bench no so e bia ba ko girema ka ball we pa de nko de to atrem because na yom won say we are dominating play. But
Bianca supporter bi
nko connect ba kwase
isi fu mark 20 no mo
no question we say players no performance no on the day makacho say mahwe kotoko throughout the season there are games ma analyze me wie no me analysis ne kire me say na ye tactical decision na e bia amba kotoko win abso panyi enano game na kotoko lose to bechem no. Tactically, there is nothing that I could have added to the game in terms of tactics, in terms of technical decisions. There's nothing. The players, you know, they have a job to do. Okay. They should remember there are millions of supporters. Now, on board game, you know, me be phone lines. So be jai course no Fabuja Kabiru. Me first 3 course, Papa Penny be friend now or tini show phone line as well.
Wow.
Now was here gumi say.
Wow.
Na me jai course no fa because na ni patre mo beka sa no obia na na krebede di papa nden de beto na se me jai course no fa no kwase mo unza ni pebre and the court support players na gina park so no they ought to know that sa se mo unza ka bi kire house for bra omrusu first 2 games we are house for player ignore the coach and go and play football now mo ni omo bo no mo nchae mo omo house ni omo bo no mo nchae house players no omo ne kotoko obo no obi anya recruitment bia eye papa chan omo de no so it's a game the players must go in there work their socks out and so omo team fifire from a club no team fifire from a supporter no team fifire from a nana penkra no team fifire from a coach no team fifire from a ho menya sure say in the last 3-4 games akotoko abo no because supporter bia che player bia de so omo nja omo hwe ebro munya sa 3 results be to so consistent results omuko
Carola
no omuko yiba yi omu free somebody obai no so omo ball yeah omo ball midweek bi enya 3 wins bi sa match no ba ko na kotoko ne Accra Lions Justice Blay nye eje man of the match Justice Blay supporters no emman iskasa no wa free no wa soma ayi wa be free ayi wisdom so ko jibi Nigeria ni no wo ko jibi na no mo lose o mo tiba ko dom ko jiska eti place no wa so de abuja panyi eso mo ye adwuma ubusa important question has a folk about to us
metimi a sustain
abuja panyi has ekura 2 wins
consecutive wins
senye modern more of has a folk and nya nka say has 2 consecutive wins no it doesn't call for celebration Nemum essence I had in recent times in Tino. the omaye no they must keep a certain level of consistency obi otie kasa video bi amaka kira was there Esa has to be called 5 games 4 wins and a draw and now 4 wins na be a defeat na kura no ye chekere won sagu achi bi na ref decision bi na ma ulusu ye then we are able to have a certain discussion around the table and say has to folk are really back to being the phobians. Other than that say a ball game no has last 2 wins before that he be share no akra Gold Stars and has ko share wa we no abeshe say has ekolusu game we a e just in your last 4 games ukra 2 wins and 2 defeats enye bibi hu bia enye bibi hu bia if you pick 6 out of 12 enye hu but there has the players no and the show mutrip say certain level of consistency so difficult grounds and Abdulpani Kerala on last home game they lost. Nations was at 1-0. 87.9. Their last home game, Nations Equasha Mo. Kerala for who ye mukomo, honorable Harry and Idrisu. Edison is a league, you know, come first round. It is not going to come easy. But had to folk and picking points. Some venues are we least expected them to pick those points. We least expected that to folk say Obakwa PM Wenchi. Wenchi Town Park, Aqua Young Apostles 2-1. We least expected a house, Emakwa TNA Stadium. Nwako inflicted the first ever home defeat in a competitive game on Midiama. We least expected. Etiadia house iron. Say, Sauko say Midiama ewo TNA. Now say Young Apostles were in here. Only Karela airbo ewa Lumama. Karela tradition they don't have supported there. Okay. They must get their tactics right. They must go into the game, approach the game with that level of confidence. Say, we don't want to turn back. Good news for us, folks. They say 2 players on say last game. No, we'll be back. Yes. And Kevin was SCB, but now so boy, a boy and the Jayu. So we are what Tranche into a competition team and of a boy pa and Hussein so MSC game because of accumulated cars on also back to this particular game. Salim alpha form and more for na goals no am but Mauli Wayo in the last 2 games actually 2 goals. Mauli Wayo as Midiama on a second goal Ewotakwa and Mauli Wayo as also as and now win now one more no on a goal no Edema has a folk and Mauli Wayo is on form. I think that phobia for them go in with the mentality say we will not lose. Game will you lose. Even if they get a drawn game, then you are piling up. Sir, at the end as they say, Yasheminu, Yakwa, we are calling super a drop. Akono. Now, Sadian, all the air build it, Bibia, Emma, overall, I think that had to folk game with a gamer as one more approachy with that mentality that they will not lose and they can do it.
But that's a corner UK or say bad news. Pato. Coach Michael say issue yes it's been confirmed coach Eje Marade and Fanekra in Sia 87.9 FM Kai says still cash out eguso for phone dial star 439 hash na fe oba 6 now send there dudu watch back bia 5 cities twa eno so eso enche draw no beba 500 Ghana beti kukru na da phone so wama so una ko na kai senyimre 7 p.m. Angola and Blasters game no e baso but for now de ye bisa kuma se asante kotoko weekend e kosen kotoko ebo winning nations the best team ever away I don't know Hatchfolk everything remain consistent ana Steve
I was going to say, has it, Abba at the period in a picking 2 victories, a positive because we're here saying almost starting our struggles in a tear, they're quite difficult. Now, the noise are surrounding the club and then the part, well, at least victory, Abba, and when you draw a woman and the PP can. Me makase has and kotokono say me bomb in sama mo when they've gone 6 matches 7 matches 6 victories and a draw. On level, no, we shouldn't be celebrating 2 wins, a draw, a defeat. Sorry, a mediocre performance. For a supporter, men who the very best of these teams and what Omudini means in Ghana football. No? So, Okoshe Vision FC. So, Okoshe Yemfane say Accra Lions as Kotoko. Nenunti a celebration. Me, I wouldn't celebrate that. I would celebrate a series of victories, like consistent victories with top performance, with goals.
87.9
That should be Kotoko and Has. But traveling to the north, always now difficult. Last season, House of Folk, Omugame Omokobo, and the RTU Eshom, Obeka, the opening game of the season, and has Ekoluzi at the Aliu Mahama Stadium. Kyle and so any good travelers. Last season, they struggled until the last but one game of the season, and San Omunya survivor. And also, send a trend etia. Obiye try say obe keep home 3 points, and Obiye tries to be winning it there. Has a fun idea last weekend, but has a great team, and meeting Karela shouldn't be difficult. But matches in Tamale, I not quite dicey kakra. But one thing about wins in football, winning games, and it's a whenever team be tries to beat me, I sad, no, I at a consistent level, abusia, a boosty confidence. Is the reason tea as a team be near man koyi no more lose it was because it then turns out to be a psychological problem. A idea edu omutiri them say deja vu, yes in a beer and SBC. But whenever victories, our honor, I don't know the confidence, and that is what House of Folk Enya. And also, Boa coach in a selection, a clear idea as to how or field the teams for every opposition at Oceano because of the quality and performance when you own team. Inti, a sibe film, a woman san be shame, Yahudi or Oye, who say Conchen Kakra or buy any Yahudi or Oye. In the last game, more boy war. At the game against Mediama, Yehudi Salim so a year or medal homa. Why you prove a point at House of Folk? So your coach be monitor the performance of your players. You can tell say this is the trend at the echo. Until only too much to tweak something. And yet easy games in the Ghana Premier League in it. And say Kabiru Beboy with the table on the screener.
Okay, Kabiru.
Ghana League ni ya dia. I was your points no. We 20, 19, 17, 15, 14, 4 near about 12, 11, 10. Say nya 1 pointer, 2 points.
And win need to be jump.
SSM bia.
We cry and jump say catapult.
So Ghana League, I was here in as much as your team be able you just look at the points difference. And you it means that your players now enlighten up the stage. Modern Bonayana and Yadi so any because 30 points the at least Senkobi kuta 27, 26 there about because say but 2019 never go difference to what was now the horrifying thing is that I was team now on that 7th position. A negative goal difference.
15 points -1. Mediama.
Okay, from Hona Bafom. Your clubs no more modern so. Adi we nyadia seni. Once a man or third we no mutimi ye bibi adu no nto bi kra se ne wa ya de na betwe aba. Mi amu ye di mesre ho. Mumpejemu. So the House of Folk game a bit difficult if they continue with that momentum. Say has picked 3 points now. I wouldn't be surprised against Kara, even though Tamaleni baby a strong venue, a difficult for us to pick a points. No, but this one, so ultimately building on that consistency or manyana there, I know say they can pick the points. Obuase enya hogoreso because
Nations.
Last season Kotoko Nations match na dey. Ga Kotoko sha ase yi. Ofuche mu FA Cup ebo mu 4-2. And then in the away game Kotoko koya ade bebre na controversy bi ba at the tail end of the game. Nation enya penalty etse ye na ye 2-2. And in the game, a second leg, when then you might difficult for Kotoko, and a nations special Kotoko one. Until Ubeti Makase, in 3 games, no more bono. All competitions, Kotoko enya 1 win, nations enya 1 win, and a back on a draw. Kotoko, I was that situation, baby, one, and Bibi, I was say, Ubeti me, I no, and as page, I was through. But abusia, sometimes because obi aye kandini odi bibi animinti se bibi touch wa na wuyi na frima edene enye monitoring team ni training from day 1 up to date ane niyama omo ya wo park na so abusia the Kotoko players performance no any disappoint omo head coach no bono park na so no ayadia ase hu bi ase jatebi no mu hia omo ase go no mu ko se dane eku bi as omo ya omo betomu. I simply can't understand.
No mo bo when things were moving
on. Hono kra no kai say ye winning one me ka say team ne performance ne enso ani because of goals na yes and me kan ha say say quality na ekuta omo no ani drills ya di omo ya ne ma adodode omo nya no performance no omo de emma no ene ensem fata eni nti omo ma omo homene so na fedi agegu nti kwasi ada de nyame ya adoma Kotoko ni nation aye top performing team from away awmoko away performance was paper come here. Enti sa we Kotoko player na ko gina mu kwasi ada abusia we wu hia tactics hia coach bi so obaka sankyerɛ hia na pinkrase o motivate ana na dwuma no nya motivation na dwuma no se on manage team no and the finances which is doing well munsu ba dwuma no se park no so ye pia ball no mo aboto atren we no so hia obi aso onkrokro. That is why I don't like pampering footballers because mo dwuma mo ye no nyuma bebre hia cha mo de no. Into on Sunday nya fe no obi ko say na say ni say so uji hu dia ye the ball na ma fa ko kire opposition is woni boche no na ko boche. That is how Kotoko enhance players. That should be the attitude. Jingum boche undi ni wa ha. But ujira hona say Heart of Lions be chifa also. Na we ba no be chifa also asebi wasem kano words to describe you no kwa wan ha yenya. Into on Sunday dear buzia I know mo camera for me refi and non negotiable game na dem papa e mabete but e di ntini e fa mo Kotoko si enim se mrank e fa ma ni bi bai abuzua de me cannot base si enim se be di ntini e fa kukudam se mo mra mo no meti magina enimu na nkoye mo ho laka desika no nesa ase me family hu bi wo park na so na ebuzua ye nyina se ne sofo ne preach ye no ye tumufo no manya ya ye so ye de ho bagim. Until on Sunday they have a bigger responsibility and that's to play good football and win and score goals. And when muje baya bakona say the Emilio de baya no
bakun grase say
they have to
bakonum bona idiot
abusia ayo responsibility say wo ha moderate cash out ye co break ye say wo ye obi so makrokro say yes ade and the Argentina footballers in the end they person treating it differently. Ayo dwuma no bi ba wo de ne se wo hye boot lazy amiem atim fifira ko up and down wo dwuma no ehun sika nso na woje into wo hia na pinkraze wo megina na mesramo na mrante me I don't subscribe to that. Once you are being paid I want to wo dwuma and on Sunday so my nations FC nso ehun na wo dia na you don't deserve to be at Kotoko. That is the conclusion I can arrive at. So who timima nations ba Heart of Lions but na Heart of Lions ball no but who player na ehunehuna na ntimi mmode Abusua, you have no business be at Kotoko. So on Sunday, not only no good football, they should play good football, score goals, and win the game. Because Kotoko can't and shouldn't go 5 matches without victory. Obian wo beso so omoso sada no. Obian wo beso so omoso. So on Sunday, I also omoko no moko win. Mame other match no, Adriana Abusia man started very well. But Oshe last weekend yeah performance na omo put up.
Adriana ko instructor
instructor man na be chimko fa 2-2 no. Ehwo no points jedin. And almost so call I think say omo ba nations ebeje 3. So they need to recover. And Abba against Adriana Football Club. Senior me the table ne buy and points in the boss. If we a team now many business, no one pick points from the week 10 up to the 7 games I did week 17 week 11 muni ekoi. Aka 6 matches near we first round. So any serious team be or first league in Ibia after week 17 was second or first. Other than that, no, I didn't not forget it. But in Swatre, Cromansa and Cromansa Park, and your baby a easy, sir. And the same region, no mobile. A difficult game, but I don't see Adriana so be picking maximum points. A difficult game, and say Andy in a draw. Abusia, I don't know any mangwa. Accra Lions, ne Heart of Lions. Send your Accra Lions who yen in your this season, you know. I said number or more dialing a relegation number. The cruise in your muhu cran honor dia a shame cry. This is a game that I will also go for a draw. And then Mediama Gold Stars. Gold Stars are undefeated. And the last time last time I Mediama abo home no lose 2-0. I know pe teams were almost actually maturity confidence to play Gold Stars but can Mediama afford to lose another game at home at the TNA? Team Nenya arrived yet. Make sure from the off-season about league. And your team a jina baby a flow sir. So I was here 1-1 in that game about Brokum Chelsea, Abashebe United, Vision FC Dreams. I was here Dreams every win is our game no. Samate's young Apostle, it will be a win for Samate and Legon City's Basake Holy Stars. That game a slim victory for Legon Cities.
Yeah, try weekend sports and Sinyami Adumachina. My boss, Uncle George Belloni. A very good evening to you. Hey, boss, where have you been? Jeban Boga, sir.